And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Screen Time. I am your host, Tony, dude. We have a very special episode for you today. 148 episodes in. Here we are. Dude, one day we'll be 180 episodes in.
If
And
we're
don't you worry about it.
that's cool because that means we're close to 150.
That voice you heard is Manny Daddy right there, dude, in the Puerto Rico hat, dude. Big WBC fan over there, and a big 150 the number fan as we are approaching 150 here on Screen Time.
I like milestones.
It'll be, I guess you can say it's a milestone. I mean, for me personally, it's not much of a milestone. Because it's like, oh wow, like 150.
Okay, sorry, I didn't.
Why
know.
Is that a milestone?
Tell
me
know,
why,
man. It
just
sounds good. I'm sorry that we're not as cool as you and Barnes over there going like 300 plus.
Dude, we're at like 470 something, I think,
really?
right now.
That's insane. That's awesome.
Well, sports every day.
I mean, you do it every day,
dude. You do it every day. Just like jerk it off, man.
Every day.
Every day, dude. Just edging yourself,
edging bit by bit.
But anyway, dude, great episode we have for you guys today. I think a fun-filled plethora, a little potpourri, if you will, of topics today. You know, we have the Mandolorian we'll be talking about so far. You know, I fell asleep during episode 2. I rewatched episode 2 and I watched episode 3 last night. Manny watched episode 3 today. Episode 4 coming out tomorrow too. So we figured a good time to recap that. Boston Strangler we'll be talking about. Bert, Kreischer, a couple of trailers we got going on. So you know, a lot of good news coming out for you guys at home.
Yes, sir.
And I figured we would start off you know, with the Mandalorian, honestly, dude. So I'm gonna just pop in. Bang, that little topic bar. Mando season 3 so far. Now, as I mentioned before, season 3 episodes in. I don't know, I was kind of confused, honestly. Again, this is me. Large gap in between seasons 2 and 3 here.
Yeah.
Maybe I forgot some stuff. And by maybe I mean I did forget some stuff.
I mean, there's really one main part that you had to remember was that he took off his helmet, right?
Right.
It's really like the big jump over. But
and to be honest, what annoyed me the most about it was that I didn't really remember Book of Boba Fett so much.
Yeah, I keep on messing him up. Book of Boba Fett he took over that like town where Jabba the Hutt was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Tatooine.
But they meet at the point where I forget. I like how because doesn't Mando end up?
Yeah, Mando's in the show. In that show, basically. And that's where like you get to the whole because like the end of season 2 is when Grogu went with Luke.
Yeah, that's right.
And then in Book of Boba Fett they reunite. So then if you didn't watch Book of Boba Fett, all of a sudden you're watching Mando and you're like,
how did Yeah. Well, actually, they mentioned it in the first episode. I think he said.
What they say?
I forget who he was talking to. He goes, he goes, he made a decision or it was his decision. Oh, when he's talking to what's the guy when he lands on his planet? His good friend. He's in all the movies.
Oh
my God.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah. His character comes out and he asks him. He goes, "Oh, I thought he was done." Well, I think he makes this comment, and I remember it being kind of like that. Oh, okay. There's your explanation without it actually being
Karga.
Grief Karga. Yeah, it was like an explanation without having to really go full deep into it. It's like, hey, the kid chose it. Now, if you want to know what happened, watch Boba Fett.
Right. It basically.
Yeah. So it was kind of like hinted that that happened. So
also, I mean, it took me a little while to figure out too that this is 2 years since season 2.
Right.
And again, it was like little tidbits. One of them was like Carl Weathers' character. I just said his name and I already forgot again. Grief Karga.
Karga.
You know, the city that he took over of something with an N. I forgot the name of the city now too. Napa Valley.
Naboo.
No, it wasn't Naboo, dude. Anyway, all of a sudden he's just like, it's a fucking prosperous town, dude.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, dude.
He took over and like
that happened pretty quickly.
And you see how it happens with like the guys that try to like go into school.
It's like, we don't do this no more.
Yeah. It was.
Don't do this no more.
No mas.
Pantalones, dude. So anyway, again, the series has been kind of confusing. You know, I was reading a couple of articles about it, and I figured out that John over there, Johnny Boy says that. Oh yeah, by the way, there's some. It's about 2 years I've passed by.
Oh, he finally.
So And I guess again, and you watch episode 2 or even episode 1 too, where I think it's when he's talking to the mechanic chick.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh wow, I haven't seen you in forever." Time has passed, obviously.
Yeah. It's I
and
mean,
then
I feel like
Grogu's
that's why
progression with the Force as well. Like all little tidbits, kind of like, oh, some time has passed.
Yeah, but that's why I think that whole just they skimmed over. That's why I don't think that knowing anything else about the past really matters in this one, because
really
it's
doesn't,
really
dude.
about him redeeming himself and becoming a Mandalorian again.
Yeah.
And we get to this point, but then like this episode, like the first 2 episodes got us to where we are now, and I was like expecting something, and all of a sudden we jumped to a fucking completely different storyline.
Yeah.
Which I guess is going to be set up for something coming up, but it was just like, just throw it in there. It's like, shit, we're going to start a whole nother thing.
Yeah, though. Like, I mean, again, like you said, it must be a setup for something else, right? It has to be. There's no reason why they would show this if it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we saw in this episode, as we know, last episode, end of episode 2 was Mando
was getting
just got into the river, right?
Yeah,
it was episode
he was being
2.
eaten pretty much.
Bo-Katan came to help her.
Yeah, after
which, by the way, how do you feel about the actor change of Bo-Katan?
I didn't really. She's fine.
Yeah, they're both fine, right?
Like, there's nothing new. Like,
they act the same. I kind of like the first one. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you don't know?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
Bo Jackson.
Bojangles, baby, played by Katie Sackhoff.
Don't you say that to me. Let me see a photo of her real quick. Let me see. Yeah, like is
that really what she looks like now?
Yeah.
She looks way different, and this is season 2.
Yeah.
But the one, am I wrong? Right?
You might be wrong.
There's no way they look so different.
No, I think you're completely wrong. They just look different in the show.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
I was a little confused. I was like, wait, I thought you were talking about the girl that got kicked off. But yeah, it's the same woman, man. If I remember correctly.
Dude, this is like blowing my mind right now.
Your brain, buddy, your brain. Morning.
That's her. This is season 3.
Yeah. It's also probably,
Think work done?
Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, she looks kind of crazy in some of these photos.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at this. Her face looks flat as hell in that one. Looks stretched. Not too much in that one. I don't even know if people are seeing this right now, or if it's just.
Oh yeah, people are not seeing this.
They're just seeing me sitting here looking at you talking.
Basically, dude. Yeah, but all right, let's go share this tab instead right now. So now the people are seeing this.
There we go. All right.
So that's her
Yeah.
for season 2.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go share this tab instead.
Season 3.
That's her season 3.
Yeah, man.
Am I wrong to say that there's a difference?
No, I'm still the same woman though. She just looks older.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which makes sense. It's 2 years after, right?
I guess.
2 years after, she's seen some shit.
Wow, dude. I got blown. My mind.
Blown away.
I got blown away. You want to say away? Wow, that's crazy, dude.
So
as my mother, by the way, says, "Good morning" at 12:06 in the afternoon. Good morning, Mom. And then Manuel Santiago says, "Good morning" at 12:09 in the afternoon.
12:09 in the afternoon.
Good morning, Manny. All right, so same actress, dude. Dumbfounded, honestly, is me. So anyway, I think she does a good job with Bo-Katan. I was gonna say that they both are great, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
because they both act the same way, which makes sense because now they're the same person. Yeah, fuck me. Dude.
Okay. Yeah, like it's the end of episode 2. He falls in and she, is grabbing him and pulling him out, and this whole part is They bring it back when they start talking about like, did you see anything alive down there? She asks him. Oh, by the way, and the other cool part, the only good part about this whole
ordeal,
this whole episode, I think, was the actual like the fight scene of the fighter flights of the fighter planes.
Yeah, dude.
Like
the
that
space,
whole
the
thing,
battle,
the battle, the chase
sick,
and everything
dude.
through
So
the mountains.
sick,
I was
dude.
like, holy crap!
That's episode 3 in the beginning, right?
Yeah, that was right at the beginning. That was right after,
right? Because then they cut to the fucking who's he what's he's.
Then they jump in.
Yeah,
so
I thought so, dude. Sons of bitches,
They bookend that story with, or they
bookend the stupid story with the story that matters.
Exactly.
Basically,
yeah. But it was weird, man.
My mother says, "Okay, good afternoon."
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon. I bet she didn't sound like that.
No, she was okay. Good afternoon. Probably sarcastic, honestly. Who knows?
Right, good afternoon.
Anthony. But I don't know, dude. So yeah, like you were saying, space battle at the beginning,
awesome,
dope as hell.
Yeah,
okay,
it was so cool. It looked like the movies. Like it was that good. Like, and they put a lot of like effort, I think, into showing that because I think they had such a small part of that story happening that they needed to make it fucking like boom,
legit.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you get sent into this side story.
And also, I think it's important to note that they were talking about the increase of like empirical presence, the Empire, basically. And let's mind you that how as more years pass, as we get further and further away from episode 6, we're getting closer and closer to like episode 7.
Yeah,
like the Empire being like starting again, basically, because episode 7 comes up and there is the new order, right?
Yeah.
So like I think now, I would expect that the way season 3 is going to go is that they start to piece together like how maybe Palpatine is still going to be in power, Snoke and some shit, dude, which would be pretty awesome. Because even Bo-Katan was like, wow, there's like a lot of fighter jets, or a lot of TIE fighters just coming right now.
That was a whole fleet coming.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? They were TIE interceptors, actually. The bombers fucked up her home. But anyway, so we cut away from that, and then we get a little bit of a side quest here. We kind of resort back, and again, they did a good job in the episode recap, in the beginning where we're like, wow, why they go back to season 1 and you're seeing the scientist dude? Well, that's because in this episode. And basically, the guy in episode 1, again, his name, I don't remember his scientist name. No. But he was the one who was tasked with trying to clone Grogu, it seemed.
Yeah.
And Empire, bang. And now again, this is where you kind of also get a feel for, it's been years since season 1. Because he's since been captured by the rebels, which they're called something. They're not called the rebels.
Yeah.
No. They're not called the rebellion. It's
I already forgot.
It's another weird thing, dude.
Republic?
Yeah, maybe the Republic, the New Republic, the New Republic.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I remember the sign. That's why.
Yeah. The rebellion emblem. Dude,
yeah, my friend I think has that tatted on him.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it last night. I used to wear a necklace, silver chain. Rebel, dude.
Oh, the rebellion.
Maybe I'll pull that out one day, dude.
Nice. It'll morph into the New Republic.
But
so
anyway, dude.
But you're seeing this kind of like you said, 2 years later, but it's like the way that this whole side episode kind of went, you're starting to see another rebellion start pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
I feel like that's what this story was saying. It's like the bad guys now have their rebellion to go back in power.
Right. No, yeah. Ironically enough, wow, my mother is literally texting me right now.
Oh,
she
wants to know how Madden went last night.
She wants to know who won at Madden last night. Not your son. I think Brian won it all, really. Brian Barnaby won it all, Mom. And if you haven't checked it out last night, Gaming Corner, the 4 of us, that's Matt, Mike, Brian, and I, all played Madden, nice round robin tournament, Madden 23, that is. And it was a great time. You got about 3 hours of content right there. Okay. If
you got 3 hours to kill, let's go watch.
Yeah, if you're working from home right now, just pop it on, dude. It's very entertaining. You should see my notebook of just sound bites I got and reels I got to make.
I can only imagine what was said during that kind of tournament. It's just
got pretty crazy. Dude, it gets a little crazy at the 2.5 hour mark.
I can see that's like the turning point of a little craziness.
Yes.
Too much looking at a screen.
That's when the world starts spinning.
Yeah, the fingers start hurting because you've been like button smashing.
Dude, the thumbs, dude. You want to hear about the thumbs,
Broken
dude?
thumb syndrome. Let me tell you,
dude.
Could your thumb be in shape?
Think about it, dude. So, all right, yeah. So, side story: scientist, from season 1, cloning project guy. He gets captured, and he's got turned basically.
Yeah.
Now he's part of the.
But that's the thing. It's like it wasn't just like a turn. Like they like really are like
reprogramming.
Yeah, they're reprogramming. It's not a turn. It's a reprogramming.
Yeah, reprogram.
That's what.
So he obviously being someone of like pretty high status there for the Empire, is now doing basically like logging.
Yeah, literally. I think it was they take the thing and they start decommissioning all the planes, and he has to like organize and make sure all of them get destroyed.
And he who seems like a pretty good person, honestly, now at this point. Is like, hey, like, because they come off and he's like making a speech somehow, I guess. They don't really explain how all of a sudden this guy's talking to a whole fucking room, by the way.
Well, it's
it's the new republic, man.
It's the new republic. He gets to talk. He's been changed, so they're probably like, look at who we changed.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah,
he's like the big scientist. We changed him. Like, fuck off. All right, whatever. Talk. Let's go.
And he's like, this, my mother died, heart attack. If this was made available to us, she would have been saved on our planet, Outer Rim. That's where I'm from, whatever. Sob story.
Mm-hmm.
And then like people are praising him. They almost make it seem like rich elitists.
Kind of, yeah. That's what it was. Those two guys. Yeah, I remember and he's like, oh, that's why I can't say. That's why you shouldn't speak of it.
That's why I could imagine how I would live at the Outer Rim. Johnny, pass another
club
soda. You drink seltzer? This is a Perrier.
Yeah, what a douche.
So yeah. So that's where we were at, and then again at this point they're just continuing the story. They're just like setting the table. Like that was the beginning, and then it's like, okay, the guy's at work. He meets other Empire people. You see the chick who was
she was with him in the
Star Destroyer. She was like a captain of one of the ships, right, or something like that, calling the shots, dude. And they're like, oh, man, I remember you. And remember that? Go, what do you miss? I miss the fucking biscuits. Of all the fucking things you're missing. Well, I miss those biscuits.
Yeah. Now we're making like
those shitty shortbread cookies, dude. Now, seem kind of good now. Oh, they're changing. They're a better society, whatever.
I'm thinking about just cookies.
But in reality, he, this guy starts to make a push. He even sees it in, next day at work. He's like, oh, hey, like, this, I've noticed you're decommissioning this technology. We can use it if I knew it, whatever. And of course, the dude at the cubicle office is like,
you can fill out a blah blah blah. But I didn't see a reprogram person do that. Well, yeah, this girl, like from the beginning, you think that the girl or the ex-captain is like trying to be nice and everything, but you're just realizing throughout the episode she's just like whispering in his ear.
Yeah, dude. She's like, hey, like, the mobile lab, like, we can do this.
Yeah, it's right there.
We can help out. If you want to help out and do your part, you can do this for the better of people. You said if it's in the right hands, it'll be good, but you're the right hand, so let's do it. And at first he's like, no, but then he's going through the mundane. A couple of days goes by, it's the mundane.
Yeah, and then the
robot fucking.
Oh my god! I don't know how often it is, but the way
seems like every day.
Seemed like it,
right?
But I can only imagine you sitting there and that question happening. Do you hate? It's like pretty much. Do you love where you work?
Yeah.
Do you want to love your work?
Yeah.
Is what you do everything you love?
Right. And like they're kind of painting this new republic
as the bad,
poor. Obviously, like they don't. They call them by numbers. They didn't call them by names. Yeah. And then the cubicle guy, the manager, big no guy. Oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. A fucking robot is your psych person that you have to report to every day. A robot? Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
It's just another fucking.
And that's what he says to scientists. He's like, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go get the fucking mobile lab. We're going. Yeah. Take me there, lady.
Yeah. It's like he's like, we have to change their minds.
Yeah. And it was honestly, and again, like that kind of sounds like a story, but in between all this shit is like the bullshit of like them licking the lollipops.
Yeah.
At the mountain thing. You want to touch the mountain? And he gets scared. Oh,
yeah.
Because the robot comes, no touching the mountain.
And then the robot's chasing him down the train. He's like, we got to jump.
And there's definitely a weird like tension, sexual tension.
It's a very weird episode, man.
Yeah. And then so it's like, all right, let's go up there. They go up to whatever like broken down ship of the Empire on the outside of
big
their
boys.
perimeter that they can't go there, you know, they're whatever.
It's a scrapyard for fucking
basically
enormous
and she fucks him.
vehicles.
And not in a good way, dude.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like, oh, what's that noise? Oh, it's just a ship settling. Don't worry. Flashes.
Like, go grab everything you need now.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he gets pinched. She's in the good side of it, as if she trapped him or something. And
like
they don't really say exactly.
They don't say anything about it.
They don't really say
until he's on the bed or on the like, whatever, the gurney, and he's just
the gurney. Wow.
Right? He's just sitting there, and the doctors are about to do this thing, and of course, he knows what's happening because he is one of the scientists.
Did that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like, "What the fuck? That's not what you're saying. It is."
Yeah.
And you're seeing her and like one of her superiors,
right,
like behind the window, just kind of staring, and she's like you don't know what's going on. You're like, "Oh," and then the guy's like, "Oh, for every bad one, there's always a good one."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, that's me. And like, can I stay? Like, you're still my friend." And then this is where I got a little confused.
All right, what do you got?
So he's talking about this whole fucking, pretty much it's a reboot, right? That they're doing with
it's almost like crazy electroshock therapy.
Yeah. So like she goes in and now she looks like a villain because she's upping up the fucking thing when the guy leaves.
Yeah, dude.
And so you're sitting there watching this happen and seeing her face, but like you're not really sure what evil it really is. Is it the New Republic or is it the past? And she's going and she's working for like, you know, the original bad guys. Like, it kind of left me a little confused. And of course, right then is where you switch back and you go back to our Mando story.
For me, I mean, I would assume she's working for the Empire and she doesn't want like a high level officer or scientist to be like, yo, we can use the Empire's technology for us now.
Yeah.
Sort of deal. That's what kind of made me seem.
But without like using him, like
I know
the motherfucker, all he wants to do is clone some shit. Like that's all he wants.
I know, literally. But it seems like that. You know, I mean, in the show, it does seem like he is turned. Like he does know. Yeah, but even in the season 1 too, he seemed very like skeptical.
But here's the thing: the shot of him in front of the mirror, convincing himself,
this is for good.
This is for good.
Yeah,
this is for good. Like,
but don't you think he's convincing himself that because it's a risky operation, not so much as in he's telling himself that he is trying to do good and he doesn't want to do good?
That's what he's saying. By going against the New Republic, he's doing good. He needs to convince them that it's good. It's like his good.
Right.
So like you're sitting there going like, the dude, he doesn't care who he's doing it for at this point, as long as it gets done. Because all he wanted to do was save his mother.
But the Empire wasn't going to use it for good, you know.
And I don't even think at that point for him it mattered. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because it's going to be. I mean, do you do a full episode again?
Do you do?
I
mean, you got to come back to that storyline.
I know. How do you put like? Because now you've added a full other like path. Almost a whole nother show that you could fucking go through.
Right. And it's actually funny. I was seeing memes and it was like, wow, I can't wait for these to get their own origin show. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you have this.
But you'd imagine that these two storylines would cross at some point, right?
I guess. I mean, what, like, because now Mando's mission was to be reborn and be brought into the whole Mandalorian
go to
the river, get all the water,
and he is.
But then what you find out too is where you're stuck with is the question of like, did you see anything alive down there? Like, and something was alive.
She did. Bo-Katan saw it.
Bo-Katan saw that shit. So she's like, wait a minute.
She's lying about.
So she's, and we talked about it, I believe, last week, right? Where we were said, I think that it was like, you're not supposed to come back.
Right.
You're supposed to go in and never come back. So you're not being able to redeem yourself as a Mandalorian. Once you take off the helmet, it's off. You're done. I think like there's something to do. At least for me, that's what I thought was
like you're not supposed to come back.
Yeah, like it's like, yes, to redeem yourself, you must go in there, but like
you die.
Like you fucked up. It's just like a nice way of being like, you might have hope. Mm-hmm. You don't, because and they come back and they do that. No one believes them at that point also. So
yeah, but they still allow him back into the clan. Do you think the clan is bad?
Because no, I don't think the clan, but they're just in they're living their old life. And that's what they say. They're like, we're living the life of the ancestors.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how these two worlds are going to connect if they're just like they're there now, they're done, like they did there. Now I know that what's her name, the girl Bo-Katan, she's pissed right now because they destroyed her fucking home.
Oh yeah, she's tight. She wants to go for revenge.
So now we're gonna see, and now she's technically a Mandalorian.
Well, she's in their clan. Yeah,
she's in the clan, and but she redeemed herself also
by accident.
Which
is kind of ironic.
Exactly, she hasn't taken off her helmet. So right now, like they're in there. So now, what the dilemmas for her is gonna be? She's not like them. She wants to take off the helmet. She's gonna live her life. She's using it as a suit.
I would want to take off the helmet too. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. So
ridiculous.
I get left there too with this like conundrum of like which path would like what like episode 4. I'm not sure. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting to see which way they show us.
I'm pumped that it's tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I forgot that it's on Wednesday. I thought it was on Thursday.
What a crazy day to release a show to Hump Day.
Yeah, but it's just to get you going for the fucking rest of the weekend. You know?
I know, and it was really nice because we had the Last of Us on Sunday, Hump Day, for, Mando.
We gotta have to find something else on Sundays.
I know,
Sunday,
dude.
Monday, happy days.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think so far, my mother said, did they explain how they eliminated the wrestler girl? I think they did, didn't they?
Oh yeah, no.
She got assigned as a general somewhere else.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right, that's right.
The wrestler girl. My mother's funny.
Yeah.
They did, and Indigo says that is how they want our future to be. The New Republic.
The New Republic.
It's pretty shitty, dude.
Yeah.
If that was the world, I'd go on the fucking. I'd be my own man.
But that's the thing.
I'd get the fucking mobile app going on, dude,
and try to get.
And I'd clone me, dude. I'd clone myself
a million times.
Army of me, and I would take over the New Republic. It'd be the Tony Republic. And then what are you gonna do? Indigo, huh?
That is the future.
Yes,
that is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what type of way Bo-Katan sways, because she was always so tight. I mean, she was basically gonna kill Mandalorian. When Grogu came back on the fucking Naboo starfighter, she's like, "Let's fucking. I'm tired of this guy, dude."
This motherfucker's done.
And even in the last season too, like she was working with him out of necessity.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, she's kind of stuck with them because her home's destroyed.
Yeah.
She doesn't really want to be doing this, it seems. What, like, the relationship between her and Mando, I don't know. It's getting kind of weird. I feel it's changing oddly, and he still has the dark saber, but he doesn't give a shit about the dark saber.
No. And she had to wield the dark saber, right?
She did against the fucking alien robot guy.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Again, a good part of the show. My mom says, "Oh gosh,
I love it. Listen, man, if you can make it."
My mother said the accountant changed it to this Sunday for the tax returns if she wants me to make it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can make it.
I don't know. He might be watching Mandalorian at that time.
I mean, I know. Well, I mean, technically, my day kind of freed up with no Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, now you can.
Anyway, now I can do my taxes on Sunday. Just what I want to do is taxes on Sunday. I do have to get the taxes done, but
I got them done.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Fucking bad news, bears.
Bad news, terrible
really
bears.
Bad news, terrible bears.
Bad news, cocaine bears.
Dude. Oh wow, Brian says, "Don't you have some cheesecake to pick up anyway?"
My goodness.
Wouldn't you like that, Brian?
Oh man.
I
mean, I kind of would.
With the cherry. Oh, my mom says, "Oh, this is all right. Don't make fun." I'll see what I can do. I mean, we have a shoot on Saturday. Maybe I come home for the day on Sunday.
And shoot on Monday again.
Yeah, Monday is a busy day too, so I don't know, man.
But I mean, cheesecake would probably help you through those tough times.
There's two things that are certain in life. It's taxes and cheesecake.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Cheesecake for everyone, your mother says.
Wow.
For everyone.
She's really enticing everyone. Have you had the cheesecake?
No.
Wow. Do you like cheesecake?
I love cheesecake.
Why don't you go to church on Sundays? She asked. I mean, I used to. But then time just didn't really allow it, dude.
Yeah.
I used to get paid to go to church on Sundays.
Nice.
Stream it. Yeah. Anyway, let's focus on the task at hand here.
Yes.
Bo-Katan, I don't know. I think she's weird. She looks totally different.
Yeah. I think I just tomorrow will be a good episode. It has to be, because if not, we're kind of screwed.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, Bo-Katan, again, like Mandalorian is like her enemy, dude. And it's like, what do we like? Who? I don't know, dude.
Yeah, but now her
questions.
her sights are on something else now. The people who just destroyed her home. I think she cares about that way more than whatever she had with Mando.
Yeah,
and Grogu's got her. Her and Grogu
they're tight now.
They're tight now, so
very tight.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. We'll see what happens with the other two. The other two, the doctor and the evil.
The doctor and the bitch.
Evil bitch lady.
That could be the name of the show. The Doctor and the Bitch.
Dr. Bitch.
You're tuned in to the Doctor
and the Bitch. That sounds like a daytime
radio
soap opera.
Yeah. The Doctor and the Bitch. Tune in next week and find out what happens to the Doctor and the Bitch.
Will the bitch come back? Will the bitch go away?
Will the bitch go away? Does the doctor have surgery?
He gets called in late night.
The doctor must perform surgery on the bitch.
Oh.
Oh God.
Well
dude.
then, yeah. So there you go.
Oh, my mother says a little macaroni and meatballs. Ma, I've been dying for some macaroni and meatballs, and like specifically the combination of like macaroni and meatballs with salad. Hankering for that shit.
Wow. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty easy make, though. Can't just make that at home.
What are you talking about?
Macaroni.
This isn't like the Santiago's macaroni and meatballs. Okay, this isn't like I don't know Marianne's maiden name.
Honeycut.
Honeycut?
Yeah.
This isn't like the Honeycut Sunday dinner. Okay, dude. This is big league.
Cool, man. Cool. First off, you said macaroni, and in my head, all I thought was macaroni and cheese, because I don't think like you and go macaroni goes with anything else.
Spaghetti and meatballs, dude.
No, spaghetti
Sausage.
and meatballs. That makes sense.
Sausage too, a little pepperoni.
My goodness.
Oh, dude, if Brian was here, he would understand. Okay,
he would.
Because no, I'm like like real like Sunday sauce, like homemade, like from scratch.
I
like
bet,
in the morning.
I bet it's. I'm not saying it's not probably one of the most delicious things.
Right,
in the entire
but you're saying
world.
it's easy to make. It's not easy to make, dude. I mean, it's easy to make, simple, but time consuming.
True. Maybe a day trip.
Brian says maybe a day trip to Mamaroneck. He's obsessed with that town.
That town, just because of the name, probably.
Because I didn't know where it was, dude. He's like, how could you not know where it was? You're from New York.
Isn't it like down the road? On like it's on the. It used to be on the route when I would take the train. So I'm assuming.
All I know is that it is out of New York City.
Yeah, it's
in Westchester County.
Yeah, so
it's out.
You parallel that shit with going into New York on the Merit.
Do you?
I think so, yeah. Because the train stops there, and all those weird little that one. There's
the train to the city stops at Mamaroneck. No,
yeah, there's a stop.
Not like no.
Yeah.
Where is there Mamaroneck on the train? No, there's not.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I feel like I've seen it all the time when I was on there, man.
Not
selective thinking. Yes, Manny, selective thinking. What? I don't know what that means.
Yes, Manny, selective thinking. I don't know.
The local train does. Yeah.
Local train. What's the local train?
The one that you get to Stanford, and then after Stanford, it's like stop after stop after stop after stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't even say it, but that one's on the line.
Oh, I had no idea. I guess I took the local train.
My goodness.
I mean, I feel like there's like Darien and Rowayton and Westport and
past that. No, we're in New York.
Yeah, isn't there just like Harlem and that's it, dude?
No, dude. There's so many more when you take the local from Stanford to there. You don't just always take a direct through.
Oh, I guess I do. I don't know. I don't ever remember the guy saying
Larchmont,
Mamaroneck, or Larchmont.
Yeah, those are all ones. Yeah, dude. Get out of here.
No, it's ridiculous. Oh, I remember the next stop is Rowayton, and that's what I fucking. And then now it's like Harlem, and then it's Grand Central.
Yeah, man, you have to hit the local, not the express from there.
Why would I do that?
So many more towns in between.
Selective thinking, he says, for Tony. All I know is
tell him anybody. Yeah, see. Thank you, Brian. I thought I was going crazy for a second.
Yeah, but I know Pelham.
Yeah, they're all like that line.
Pelham, New York. It's a great town.
Probably over is probably Mamaroneck or whatever you say.
Sounds pretty lame, dude. It's Mamaroneck.
What whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
Dumb name either
So
way.
it really is, dude.
I don't want to have to think that hard to say a name.
I know. To
of
say
a town.
Mamaroneck.
Especially if something that has nothing to do with us, right?
I know, and it's meaningless. Brian's like, oh, it's historical. The golf. Oh, Brian.
They have a good golf course?
He said Yankee.
The Yankees. All right.
The Yankees are within the city limits, buddy.
Yankee
Stadium. In the Bronx, dude.
All right. Well, Mandalorian.
My mother also says garlic bread.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Garlic bread sounds delicious right now.
Dude, I could eat so much. I have some lasagna in the fridge if you're hungry for lunch, by the way,
man,
dude.
You.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some after this, I think,
Love
dude.
It. Love it.
I think we're done with Mando.
Yeah, Mando's done.
Right?
I think
episode 4 tonight.
Episode 4.
Fucking talk
tomorrow,
about it on Friday, buddy
tomorrow
boy.
Night, yeah.
All right, sounds good, dude. Next thing up, dude, I want to talk about a review of a movie that Manny saw.
Let's talk about it.
And that I want to see, but you know,
I might have ruined it.
No. Honestly, I read some things about it. It was okay, and
yeah.
I want to see, but my girlfriend didn't really want. It was nighttime. Boston Strangler sounds scary. No, thank you, Tony.
Yeah. I can see that.
So, Boston Strangler.
Boston Strangler. That's what we're talking about.
Manny saw it. I read some things on it. I watched a couple clips on it, dude. Yeah. But
definitely went into it thinking
it was gonna be good.
It was no, it was like
Zodiac,
a movie about the
killer.
Boston Strangler.
Yeah, but it's not.
It is not at all. It's a movie about these two journalists that cover the time of the Boston Strangler, which also at the end, no spoiler, like they end up not finding the actual Boston Strangler. There's no actual Boston Strangler. It's like a good one Boston Strangler, really just everyone mimicked him and used it as a thing, apparently. So, but the movie itself just is really centered around how these two female journalists dealt with like being able to like research it, because it was a time where men did all that, period.
Right.
Like when you see first off at the beginning, right off the bat, they're in like the newspaper area, and you know, she's in the lifestyle section. She's reviewing like fucking something for the kitchen.
Pots and pans.
Yeah, something like crazy. And like the next lady next to her is, oh, check out what they're wearing for this event that's happening. Like, and then the guys are in the corner working really, you know, hard on the homicide cases and writing stuff for that. And it was just it was very female empowering, but like the story wasn't that, I guess, exciting to me.
Right. And now, but I mean, like you know, think of it like, I mean, obviously, you know, you think of
because they did
a serious killer who's never been caught. You know, you think of like,
but this
Zodiac
woman, killer.
But
these two women, like they did a lot to get these things found out. Like they did their due diligence, they did their work really hard, and they do show like the scary parts of the movie are really about how they might have been threatened. You know, you see their normal life with their work life, and how like their home life is very broken once they really start getting, like, you start seeing the relationship, of course, like the supportive husband at the beginning, and then the big cases start coming. So all of a sudden she has to leave all the time. She leaves during Thanksgiving or some shit like that. She leaves during something else. And so then all of a sudden the fucking husband's pissed, and he's like, you know what?
Yeah,
you got to stop, because it becomes an obsession. And that's really the storyline, is just like how this became this obsession for them, and how they were searching, and they actually found like all these leads that made everything come together when the Boston Police Department wasn't doing jack shit.
Right.
You know, like if the movie is true to what
actually
most of the
happened.
story is, you know, they in the movie they have New York cops come over, and they're like, I told them about this, they never did it. So they call her or something like that, or like the Chicago cops. So they start finding all these things that are very similar to the Boston Strangler. Boston Police Department is fighting the newspaper, saying like, this is bullshit. You know, everyone hates this woman now, and it's like a circus. They're trying to take photos of them at the crime scene, so they have like stuff to show these two women. Like it it looked like a show to everybody else. So as they're trying to do this, really, you know, they're trying to. It was a bad time. Like this guy in Boston was literally like opening the door, saying he was a maintenance worker. They let him in, and he'd strangle. At least that's what the first half of it is, or like the first few were.
Right. They show the strangling.
So they do dramatize a few of them. And they are creepy. Nighttime. Very startling
Noir
type thing.
type of
Yeah. They do that pretty well, and it is creepy. But it's all the same type of stuff we normally see. Like she gets a call, and it's just like a guy on the other side, like,
"What's up?"
Yeah. And then of course, like the veteran woman that is like the one woman that gets sent undercover to do stuff. She's like tough as nails, and she's done it before. And she goes, "You gotta get." And she's like, "Oh, someone called." Like, I goes, "Heavy breather." Like, you gotta get used to that. You gotta get tougher. Like that type of shit. It was just kind of like, okay, like that's cool. I like kind of story. It was just boring for me after a while. You just kind of watch and you go, all right, cool, the story. And then knowing at the end that nothing comes of it, really, kind of. The one guy that the DNA at the end, they give you all the information and all that shit. Like, oh, she ended up still working in here and there. The one guy that they followed that is like the main guy that she thinks did it before, like she unravels this whole other crap.
Right.
Quote unquote. Again, I don't know how accurate that is in the film, but they say that guy was through DNA evidence related to the last murder.
Okay.
So he got connected to that one, but that one only.
Right.
And the rest were dropped. So like it was very frustrating because the story is frustrating. So like I don't think anything would have made it too great to watch. I mean, Zodiac, the suspense is that he's still out there. Quote unquote. And it was very dark, very scary, very whatever. But I don't know. It was different. And it was also very like, of course, scary for women because they had to be the one. They were the victims.
Targeted.
They were targeted. Yeah.
What year did this take place? 70s or something?
Probably
Earlier than that.
70s. Yeah, probably 70s, 60s, 70s. But it was like, and this is the thing, is like in the movie, at least, it was like the first 6 were like older women. And then all of a sudden the next 6 were like younger women. Same style, but like there was a change in the victimization or the victims, So it was cool. It was shot well. It looked very vintage, which I think was probably the only part that I really, really liked about it. Like the cinematography was nice. But just things that I would have noticed, like the way that it was shot. But I don't think other people would really care about that as much.
Right.
I don't know. It was if you want to watch it, it's not bad to watch, but it's not going to give you any answers. It's not going to give you anything really brand new.
Keira Knightley.
Good.
I actually watched a couple of scenes and Boston accents.
Yeah. Not bad. I mean, it's just she sounds whiny all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really sound as strong, I thought.
Yeah, everything coming from her sounded very whiny. Which I guess makes sense for the character she was playing. She wasn't the strong one until probably the end when you see some shit. Once she sees how shit works and like a cop that she used to work with that was really into it, he goes, like, he quit the force and he went and started doing something else. He goes looking, he goes, I got tired of every time we found something, it was just a dead end. Nothing new. Like, and then she starts hardening up because it starts happening to her. Like, she gets this great lead and she's super stoked. And then she talks to that cop, and the cop's like, yeah, we already checked on him and
dead
he
end.
did dead end. Like, so it's, the same type of story that you see in all the, like, watch the Zodiac if you want to watch a story like that. That's good.
Zodiac is a great fucking movie, dude.
It's amazing. The suspense is insane.
Yeah.
Like, but this one just didn't have that appeal to it, at least to me.
Interesting.
But I think it's because it's not based really on the Boston Strangler story. It's really based off of this woman finding these things.
Is there, like, I mean, obviously we know this is a true story, but like to your, like, I don't know, do you have much knowledge of the actual?
I don't have knowledge of this one. No.
Okay.
Because the more famous one was BTK. That was Bound Tie Kill. Yeah. And I think he was out of, where was he out of?
Dennis Rader he's from Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Yeah, I forget.
He killed people in Wichita and Park City, Kansas.
Yeah. And then but when was this? Between yeah, I feel like this guy was a little bit more famous than the Boston Strangler because of the fact that the Boston Strangler ended up being, at least from what I think, based off of the movie that it was multiple people after like one
Right.
person did it. But
This
guy's
guy
fucked up.
looks like this guy between 66 and 70 killed 10 people.
Yeah. And he would bound them, tie them up, and then kill them.
He didn't get apprehended until 2005.
Yeah, dude. It's
Find,
fucked
torture,
up.
kill.
Yeah.
How the hell did he get caught?
I forget how it is. Something I think it
What
might have
the
had to do with his daughter, or at least his daughter now. There's something that happened with his daughter where she was like, I didn't know who he was. Yeah, no, like it was all this fucking craziness. Which again, it is fucking insane.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They should make a movie about this, dude.
I think they have.
Chasing a serial killer.
Yeah, see, they've done stuff. I don't know if they've done a full feature on it or if they've just used like the likeness of his crimes to create stuff.
Yeah, the BTK
Yeah.
killer here.
Yeah. I don't think it was a good one either.
The Hunt for the BTK killer 2005.
Yeah.
I Survived BTK 2010.
Yeah, is that an actual movie or more of the doc?
More of the doc.
More of the doc. Yeah.
Of the doc.
But yeah, it's, you know, the if you're going in looking for a serial killer movie, it's not like your serial killer movie or your serial killer biography movie.
Right.
It really is about these two women and how they found it.
The other woman was Carrie Coon.
Yeah.
Don't
She,
know her.
you know, great actress. She was very strong and but she was like that jaded, you know, woman journalist that has been, you know, and she tells the story of how she got picked up by this guy and the guy kind of took her under her wing and she, you know, she'll never, you know, not do things for him because he paved the way for her and helped him out. So let me see. Oh, this is the guy. Oh,
this is the dude.
So that's the dude. Hold on. The guy on the top, the 2 photos over from where you clicked. That's the guy in the show, I think.
Who did it? Well, the last murder.
Yeah, that guy.
This guy is the actor who plays him. They look very much alike.
Very much alike.
Very good there.
Yeah. But that's the guy that I said I think he got caught at the end.
Yeah.
DNA with the 13th
Look at that
victim.
schnage.
Yeah. So the 13th victim is the only victim that they put him together.
Tied to.
Yeah.
Oh, Boston Strangler, 1968.
There you go.
Was this a... Oh, that was a remake.
Probably, dude.
Wow, it's sick. Oh, they did like an actual movie.
Yeah.
Tony Curtis, Henry Fonda.
Henry
Fonda. I bet this looks real as hell. Yep, that definitely. Can we get a stereotypical Boston-looking guy here?
Yeah.
With this.
That's an interesting one right there. Interesante, señor.
Interesante.
But yeah, overall, like, you know, I'd give it like a 7. But yeah, like you can watch it, you'll enjoy it. If you like movies, you know, it's not a bad movie. It's just there's just nothing to it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me.
Oh, look at that. He got caught because he was taunting the police.
And the police tracked his computer to his church.
There you go.
Which I would imagine she means the BTK killer.
Yes.
Do you say BTK killer?
Yes.
Bound tie kill killer.
Yeah.
Must have been towards the latter end of the police coming up with good names, you know.
The parentheses.
Yeah.
You know? I mean the quotations, sorry. It's around the quotations.
Yeah, you're around the quotations.
You're a quotation. Next topic, please.
Next topic, please. Here, 7 out of 10. There,
7 out of 10. Keira Knightley.
All right, Keira Knightley. I mean, Keira Knightley in general seems kind of bland. I'm sorry.
She usually is. And she has that like when she's angry look. It doesn't look angry. It just looks like she's like a
little kid,
annoyed chipmunk.
Yeah.
It's not mine. And like with the accent, it's just again whiny the whole time. Whiny the whole time.
9 times.
9 times.
All right, next thing for Manny here.
Ooh, Manny.
Bert Kreischer, a little Razzle Dazzle here. Stand up. Now we talked about Chris Rock last week.
Yeah, I've watched this twice actually.
Bert Kreischer, you watched twice?
Because I watched it first when it came out and I saw it by myself, and then my wife got mad at me and we watched it the other night again.
No kidding.
So, and I laughed both times hysterically.
Really?
The whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
He I don't know if you've watched his other ones. His last one was very concentrated on his kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think they talk about Isla's first period and how she wants a cake for it and blah blah blah. And this one is all on his wife.
Oh, that's great.
And it is some of the funniest stories and more relatable, I think, to parents, because he really does talk about all these events that happen, at his kid's school,
Right.
at, a practice or something, a talent show thing or whatever they're doing. And it's like all these situations that I'm like going like, oh shit, this is going to happen to me at some point. And he goes into like, not political stuff, but like
Borderline-ish.
gender stuff.
Oh, okay.
But in this manner, of course, that if you have a sense of humor, you will laugh.
Yeah.
If you're offended by everything because you think this, that, or the other, then you're not gonna fucking laugh. But it was just like, dude, from front to end, laughing my ass off. Of course, he was shirtless the whole time. And listening to the stories of Leanne and the girls just abusing him and calling him fetus. One of his nicknames is fetus.
Oh my god, dude.
And he's a great comedian as he intertwines all these things. So like you hear him say this joke at the beginning and he goes, yeah, they call me fetus. And then like 3 jokes later, you never hear that again. And then he goes, yeah. And then Isla looked at me and she goes, hey, fetus. And like brings it all back and you're laughing. Like he's a really good storyteller. And all these jokes got me. I was laughing the whole time. And you see how much of a savage Leanne is too, to deal with him.
Oh, I bet, dude.
But she's a badass. Like at least she sounds like an absolute badass.
Dude, the amount of shit that like, because I not obviously, but I listened to 2 Bears, 1 Cave.
Of course, yeah.
All day with Bert, it's like all about Leanne this and Leanne that, and like fucking Leanne. And then when they call her and they and like you ask her questions, like, no, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, it's dude, so funny.
It's so good, and but it's also very relatable. Like my wife and I have that kind of sense of humor and that like relationship where we really do like. When my dad for a very long time thought my wife and I were always fighting. But we're never fighting ever. And it's usually like just these sarcastic jabs back and forth, both knowing that
that's fine.
It's part of like, this is how we interact. And that's exactly how Bert and his wife seem to interact.
Right.
And of course he brings up Tom Segura a few times, which had me cracking up, and he did stuff. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's a real Nazi." Anyways, like, he really hates the Jews. But this other, and dude, it like those little jabs and jokes just were hysterical because how they act together,
right?
They're really good friends in real life, and they do 2 Bears, 1 Cave, and they're always doing things to like outmatch each other. I don't know if you saw the dance off videos.
No,
you didn't see those. So Bert comes in and goes, "I made this video." And it's him like shirtless dancing to this song.
Oh my gosh.
And then Tom goes, you know what? I did a video. Let me show you. He's dressed like Steven Seagal.
Oh my god.
And he's doing full dances. And at the end, there's this fat slob in the corner with a shirt that says The Machine. And he walks over and goes, "But Bert, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, and then all of a sudden he just starts stabbing him.
What?
And you just see the look on Bert's face and he crying laughing because he goes, "That's the greatest thing." Like, and that's the type of relationship that they have, like just real aggressive comedy versus, and it turns out to be some of the most entertaining shit to listen and watch.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So good. After this, I got to show you because you're going to laugh your fucking ass
off. Oh my God, dude. Now compare, obviously, we know there's different comedians, but compared to Chris Rock's stand-up, this one takes the cake, you think?
I think this one's more fun.
Yeah.
Way more fun. It's fun. There's no seriousness to it. I mean, there is, like I said, a few points where he hits like gender stuff, but like literally before the joke goes, "All right, you have to take all politics out of this, please." You're like, "I'm not here for this." And he says certain things that he defends everything and but it wasn't very preachy, and it wasn't like, again, like you said, there's very 2 different styles because Chris Rock is almost always yelling at you.
Yeah, he is.
Because that's just the way that his voice projects to and the way that he talks. You just always feel like he's just telling like, accept this, because it's like Bert's just like, "Yo, accompany me on this fucking psychotic journey I call life.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like a passenger because of the way that he explains it. So I think that's the biggest difference. And I think that's why Bert's is a little bit better for me.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, Chris Rock is just a fucking genius, you know, and Bert is also a genius in a different type of comedy that is not the same, but equally as good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think this one was a little bit better than Chris Rock, but both just amazing.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Dude.
Yeah.
I do appreciate how like Bert, like, I don't know, I feel like his stand-up sometimes would get kind of old for me.
Yeah.
But then I saw his not this one, but the
Ball Hog, I think it was. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's cool because he really did like get pretty famous just on the machine joke.
And that was just a bit, literally in one little episode of, I forget what it was, and then he would do it on the road. But like, when it was televised, it was literally just that little bit. And for someone to kind of expand on that, I think is pretty good because he even talks about on the podcast how he's always getting asked to do it. Yeah, and he's like, after a while, it just you hear it, and you know what? He does reference it.
He does, yeah,
in a funnier way,
right? Because
I believe the joke was this thing where he went to, I think it was Isla's, whatever, they having a fundraiser, and he finds out that he goes to one of his friends, and he's like, all right, how much for a ticket, a raffle ticket? He goes, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and he's like, how many are you trying to sell? Like, are you doing well? He goes, no, I'm not doing well. The other parents found out that like this raffle goes to another school that's underprivileged, and they don't want to spend their money on these raffles. They just want to buy the wine that gives it to. So Bert's like, of course, the way he's like, fuck that, and he buys like the rest of the tickets. I think their goal was like 700. The guy had sold like 40, so he got like 660.
That's ridiculous.
Just to fucking mess with him. And he goes throughout the whole thing, and he's explaining the story. Again, I'm just gonna summarize it because there's so many little intricate pieces that, of course, because he's the comedian, he has in there, and they sound great. But the gist of it is, he gets it, and they start announcing, and of course, every single one goes through, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" and all this stuff. And then he talks about this one point where they scream, and then like everyone got quiet. He's talking about, he's like, the people in the back start getting quiet. I can hear the 5 dads that love me over here. They're like, quiet. The slow-mo of the bartender, he's just shaking. It's like, and then he goes through and then explains that whole thing. And at the end, he's like, and then I suddenly heard this lady in the back just goes, who is that guy? And then he goes, and then you just hear the bartender scream, he's the fucking machine. So like, he brings it back to that joke and referencing it in such a brilliant way. And it's like halfway through the show.
Yeah.
So like that, I appreciated that.
Yeah. No, that is good. I'm glad that he's not, like I said, like.
Yeah. Like again, and like you saw Ball Hog, that was really about his kids.
Mm-hmm.
This is really about his wife and her relationship and the situations that he gets put in that forces her to get into these situations. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So it is an evolution of the comedy. It's not that you're not sitting there. He's not just talking about drinking and just being drunk all the time, even though most of the stuff that happens, he's drunk.
Yeah.
And he does his little things. Like his wife's like, hey, let's not get drunk tonight. You're like, oh, too late for that. Like I started drinking when I was in the shower, like shit like that. Like he adds it in, but it's not everything is about drinking and everything. This is really about these situations that he's in with his wife and his kids. So great. I laughed pretty much from beginning to end.
Netflix, right?
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Dude, Netflix with their comedy specials.
Always.
And it's so crazy because when we were looking at Chris Rock's like career of comedy specials, and you saw it always early 2000s one, 90s ones from HBO specials. HBO,
and that was the big boys.
I know. I remember like growing up and watching like Louis Black and George Carlin and even Seinfeld too had HBO specials.
Dude. And
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah. Oh, that's where you got him. And then there was Martin Lawrence came out with his like what does he call it? His showcase. And I believe they did it on the thing, and I think it was like Kevin Hart was on it way back in the day. Like all these people, it was like it wasn't a contest, but it was just a showcase.
Yeah.
And every night, when it was late night, I believe, if I remember correctly, and now I'm trying to I'm not sure if it was HBO, but back in the day that, every channel had their own thing. But
Showtime or HBO.
Yeah,
whatever,
one of those.
Cinemax.
Even Comedy Central, it might have been like, but late night when you could show most of that stuff and leave it uncensored. And I remember some of the best comedians were on it. And now they're like huge and have all their, things. The other one I saw this weekend was an older Joe Coy one right after the pandemic. And Joe Coy is hysterical. And he's done the same thing. Like he pitched it to Netflix and they're like, nah. And then he did it on his own budget and gave it to Netflix and like, okay, now he has like 5 of them from it.
That's awesome.
So it's, Netflix does a good job with relationships, I think, with certain comedians and putting out stuff. I
want to say like Jim Gaffigan was one of the first ones on
He
Netflix.
had like 3 or 4 already now. And they're hysterical.
They're so funny, dude.
Chris D'Elia, all the new guys.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia, came along.
Rogan. I think Rogan came out, and of course Chappelle.
Yeah, then Chappelle came in.
When Chappelle came back out of nowhere,
oh my gosh,
and just
dude.
dropped some of these specials that were just like, they weren't even comedy specials. They were just like, all right, I'm back. Let's
almost like
let's
TED
try
Talks.
to fix some shit. And let's talk about some real stuff. But I'm gonna do it my way, which is as a comedian, and he does it so well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's been one of those things. Netflix has really brought out those comedy specials as a way of really like getting different voices out there, because everyone has them. Everyone has a new one, and some of these they've never heard of, and they're amazing. And they've done a few showcase ones where they do like series and they do like 20-minute episodes of each one and they put them out. I think it's called The Comedians on Netflix. So I like it. I like watching those things.
Yeah,
laughing my ass off.
I like watching those things.
Watching those things.
I like watching those things.
Those things are good to watch.
Speaking of Bert and the Machine, dude, the Machine movie coming out May 26th this year on my mother's birthday.
On the birthday.
Pretty intense movie. We watched the trailer a while ago when it came out. But I don't know. I mean, I think you said it was gonna be bad. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be like American Pie, Beer Fest-esque of shenanigans here,
I don't think it will be, because Beer Fest,
Euro Trip.
No, I think, but those are comedies that are written for a movie. You know what I mean? This was a story that's being turned into a movie, and I'm not really sure who's actually writing it. But like the Broken Lizard guys, they wrote Super Troopers and Beer Fest.
Right.
Like those, it's like 6 dudes, comedy writers that know how to write comedy. Telling a story and writing a story, because you have to explain certain things and you have to show things in movies, and it's a very hard like translation sometimes, or transition sometimes. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be one of those movies that might just miss the mark. It'll be funny, it'll have its moments, but like movie wise, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna be a like classic cult movie.
Yeah, maybe.
But who knows? I would love to be completely wrong, and for this movie to be just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I think I'd like you to be wrong too.
But I don't know. I put it up against stuff like, This Is the End type stuff.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's the thoughts there, the people are there, but like the story just isn't gonna go through the right way or be shown the right way. I don't know.
I think you won't be shown the right way.
I'm always shown the right way.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we'll kind of see, dude.
Yeah. I don't want to be negative about Bert because I love him.
Sounds like you're being a little bit negative about Bert, dude.
Take it easy.
So, I don't know, dude. Pretty interesting thought there, but nonetheless, let's move on from Bert Kreischer. Let's get to our final topic of the day, which is actually a trailer, dude, for a movie called Flamin' Hot, which is based on the creation and popularization.
Yeah. Wow, we're throwing out huge words. Popularization.
Of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. And now you may say, "Wow, like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?" But you know what Flaming Hot Cheetos are.
You better.
Everyone knows
at this point.
To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of them.
Oh man, it's a young person's game.
I would prefer the jalapeno Cheetos.
Fuck that. You go original.
No, but if I'm going for spicy, I go for the jalapeno ones. And honestly, fuck you, Wise cheese puffs, bro.
Oh, don't go puffs.
Give me the puffs. Fuck the crunchy Cheeto
Stop.
bullshit, dude.
No.
And even if I do, I don't even go Cheetos. I go the blue bag. Wise, still crunchy, I think.
Get out of here. Stop. No.
Puffs.
You're not messing
Puffs
with
are the way to
Chester.
go,
Don't
dude.
fuck with Chester.
Chester is a
will fuck
drug
your day
addict,
up.
dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking
Yeah.
I would beat the shit out of Chester.
Chester would destroy your face
bitch,
in an
dude.
instant.
I would kill him.
You would not.
I'd kill him.
You know how much fucking drugs he does? He's going off the fucking wall.
Stop it, dude. But so the video I have for you is a scene, a little bit of a teaser, you could say, 20 seconds here. It's inspired by, a true story, which again, there seems
inspired.
They seem to be laying down like a controversy where the idea was kind of stolen or something about it. Not a whole lot of information coming out on the movie, but Eva Longoria is directing it.
Interesting.
Right?
Awesome, too.
Awesome. Comes out June 9th on Hulu and Disney Plus. First, I think, movie to simultaneously stream on both at the same time.
Makes sense.
And I didn't realize that Disney owns Hulu.
Yeah, I get the package now. It's Hulu, Disney, and ESPN.
I guess I should have figured that out, dude.
Yeah.
But actually, before I played the scene, I do want to see if Eva Longoria, Eva Peter Dickinson. Who the fuck is that, dude?
I don't know, but let's find
Eva
out.
Longoria. Let's see what she's directed before. Wow, she's from Corpus Christi, Texas, dude.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, director. She directed 18 Things. An episode of Desperate Housewives.
That would probably be one of them.
Flaming Hot.
Yeah.
Gorgita Chronicles.
Okay.
That's TV show.
Yeah.
La Guerra Civil. Why Women Kill TV series expanding universe of Andy Garcia.
The
2 episodes. Grand Hotel. Blackish of 3 episodes. Jane the Virgin 1 episode. So nothing like a proper send-off short. So
she's done a few TV episodes. So she has a few of those under her belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'll take it, dude. Good for her.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the story can't be that crazy, right? Like, like, what are you gonna? You don't need someone that's gonna do like this crazy drama. I mean, it's about fucking Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, but you gotta be creative, dude.
Maybe she's just really obsessed with Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Maybe she's obsessed with you, dude.
Oh God, I wish.
Let's take on.
Take it on. Show me Flaming Hot.
Hello, Bert. Bert's good or Bert's bad? Bert's good.
Oh, yeah.
Of course we did.
Bang.
So that's all they showed, really?
All they showed, dude.
So that's like the beginning. It's like, there was an idea.
Basically,
a
dude.
Mexican family came up.
I think the guy is like a janitor at the chip place. Like he works in some company, I think.
Oh, so it's like he made it from a Cheeto and he created it. And now
he made
Cheetos.
just Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah,
like
Cheetos
the
spice
thing,
that would go
dude.
on it.
Yeah,
Of course, it already is a thing. Come on.
Well, you don't. Well, I'm saying like at this time, it was already like a thing.
Dude, those fucking things came out what?
I have no idea.
Please, 2000s maybe. They weren't around in the 90s. Flamin' Hot Cheetos is like a recent thing.
PepsiCo, Frito-Lay, that's just the company in general. 10 things you know about Cheetos. Fucking just answer the question.
The history of Cheetos.
Cheetos were first called Cheetos.
Don't read that. What did you type in?
When were Cheetos invented?
No. When were Flaming Hot Cheetos invented?
Oh, why? Why Flaming Hot?
Because it does. Because I thought you were saying that this. You were saying that this was people would know.
First release 1991.
90. What the fuck?
Yeah. So what the fuck do you know, Manny?
Really?
Yeah, you don't know shit
91?
about dick, baby.
Then when did they get popular? Fuck.
It was created in '89 in Texas and designed to compete with spicy snacks sold in the city.
Oh yeah, but it didn't go mainstream.
The spicy snacks were released in '91. They were created in '89.
Yeah, I don't know, dude, because that was not like a popular thing when we grew up.
I mean, when I grew up, I thought I had Flaming Hot Cheetos, right? I don't know about how popular, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like the popularity came up like out of nowhere. And then you had the Takis that came out too.
See, this is where I think some of Takis are fucking awesome. This is where I think a lot of the controversy comes, because everything says that he claims to have invented the Cheetos. I think from the
it's all about wording. It's all about wording.
I think PepsiCo fucks this dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we invented it. But
no, you just invented the spices. Do we even know what they are made out of? Or like what the spices are?
Wow, Cheetos actually came out in 1948.
Yeah,
dead ass.
They've
dude.
been old, man.
Yo, look at this, dude. Cheetos, the Grinch, rare, $100 eBay.
Oh my god, buy them.
Yeah, dude, I don't know about that one.
Cheetos. Oh my god, I love Cheetos.
I would have some Cheetos right now.
I would destroy Cheetos.
Oh, look, Puffs, dude.
No, I'm not a fan of Puffs. Stop it. I mean, I don't mind Puffs, but they're not superior to the actual normal Cheetos.
Puffs.
Cheesy Puffs. See the cheese, the big
cheese balls, dude. Dude, Puffs are the way to go, dude.
No.
Oh, cheese doodles. This is better.
That's the Wise cheese doodles.
Wise cheese doodles, dude. Fuck Cheetos. You want some cheese doodles? Yeah.
I remember.
Cheetos, stupid cheese doodles. Yeah, dude.
Cheese doodles.
That's what I think about when I
That's
say.
what you think about it.
Cheese puffs, dude.
Cheese poofies.
Cheese poofies, dude. Look at this.
Doofies.
Woody. Some little cheese puffs, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's part of Toy Story 1 too. Yeah.
Man, cheese puffs, baby.
Dude's eating the cheese puffs, watching TV as he falls asleep.
Yeah, fucking Al's warehouse.
Yeah, the
can't believe I gotta drive all the way to work today, dude.
fingers.
Yeah. Oh, fucking love that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That scene made me so hungry for Cheetos. We need some cheese puffs in here, man.
God,
Get the
we
big
need some
fucking
Cheetos.
bucket of cheese puffs, cheese doodles, baby.
Right,
Doodle me up.
This is gonna be an okay movie. I'm excited.
Do you actually think so?
If they can make it good, yeah, I'm down. It's cool. I like these weird stories. I like to find out the story behind it though. Like that's what I like.
Right.
If it's close to the truth and it's like kind of, then I'm down.
I want to say that it seems like that they're playing off that
that just comment.
PepsiCo screwed them.
Yeah.
And that they were a nice family who made Cheetos, but
yeah,
I mean, I would imagine
some random person went up to the family and was like, well, "Tell me your story, because I'm going to make it into a movie. And I want your side."
Yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
PepsiCo, because I'm sure the way it's written in history is that a guy from PepsiCo created it.
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe.
Yeah. I don't know, but we're finding a lot of origin story movies coming out.
Yeah, dude.
The Tetris one is like right around the corner. That's like the end of this.
Tetris one is out already, I think.
No. It's right around the corner.
Apple Plus?
Yeah, right.
No, yeah, I think you're right. It's on Apple TV.
It's on Apple.
And so is the fucking pinball one too.
That's the one I wanted to watch.
That's
the one
also on Apple TV.
Oh my goodness!
Who knew that pinball was banned in the city?
Oh my god! I think once I said that, my either father-in-law or my father, I forget who I was talking to, looked it up and they're like, "Huh." They banned it in New York from this time for this time. I was like, what?
Could you imagine living in a time where pinball is banned?
You know, after watching Death Wish, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude.
Like, I'm watching this movie and like the way they portrayed the fucking like 70s, I think it was literally like this guy just walks.
Where'd you watch Death Wish?
Where'd I watch it? It was on Paramount, maybe. Yeah, I'm finding them on all these. This is why I'm finding all these movies. But it's just like he's like in a subway, and like these two guys just walk out. They're like, "Hey, man, how you doing? Give me all your money."
Give me your fucking money, dude.
You know, and you're watching this and going, so I can actually see how like
pinball
machine things are just like these really shitty like pool
Charles
halls.
Bronson, dude.
Yeah, dude, just badass. He just goes around just murdering. How many are they? Find out. How many Death Wish movies are there? At least 3.
Like remakes or
no. I think it's like Death Wish 1, Death Wish 2, Revenge.
Death Wish 2, Death Wish. How many Death Wish movies are there? I'll type in that.
Find it out.
Death Wish 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 Death Wishes. Pretty much like the original Vigilante.
Right. Basically like John Wick, dude.
Yeah, this is, but not even, because John Wick is an actual assassin. This dude is just a random dude. Yeah, and he learned how to shoot with his dad in the fucking forest.
What the fuck is that movie that is Falling Down?
Falling Down.
You ever watch Falling Down?
The angry guy? Yeah, dude.
Michael Douglas.
Oh my god, there's such a famous scene in there that I love.
When he's at the with the burger joint. Yeah, he's overcooked or whatever, and he's fucking sick and tired of it.
Oh, dude. He plays that character so well,
dude.
and the look, the way he got him with that butch cut,
the glasses,
dude,
white button down, black tie.
Oh, dude, it's like the
Joel
epitome.
Schumacher.
Yeah, it's like the epitome of just like mundane, fucking hate your life day to day.
Literally. Oh, there.
Look
there
at that
is,
face, dude.
I want my fucking burger.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh,
give me my fucking burger,
He
dude. And
just
then it's
goes-
just now, fuck you with the Uzi, dude.
yeah, dude. We might have to watch this and talk about it.
I'm
Shit,
down with that, dude.
That might be
Falling
the play.
down.
That's
Movie.
Yeah,
Let's see
it's
where.
somewhere. I've
Give
saw,
it
I
to
saw
me. Give it to
Amazon.
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
For
Oh, I can watch it on
$3,
Voodoo.
dude. You gotta pay for it. Though.
Oh no, Voodoo. There got to be another one. We can find it somewhere. Voodoo might have the rights for it.
I do. I know that there used to be a movie. Oh no, I think it went down. Never mind, dude.
Yeah.
We can figure it out.
We'll
dude.
figure it out. We'll
Falling
watch it.
down, dude. Yeah, we'll buy it. Or
Falling down, dude.
Falling down.
Falling down.
All right, cool. So Flamin' Hot comes out in
Yeah.
May 26th, my mom's
May
birthday, right?
26th, May 26th, your mama's birthday.
No, June 9th. What was May 26th? The Machine movie.
The Machine.
June 9th is Flaming Hot on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Ha!
Talk about being easy to watch.
Super
dude,
easy.
I'm
By the way,
sure.
I just saw that I had forgotten to talk about.
Oh, the
one
joke.
funny thing.
The one
Did
funny
you
thing.
realize that?
No.
So
I didn't know
all
you
right,
wrote.
so back
be
to
honest.
Mandalorian.
That's
Sorry.
dude.
Mandalorian.
The
there's-
joke about
So right when you see him on the gurney, he's
Mhm.
talking to that fish dude,
right.
and he's like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," and then you just see him turn, and he goes, "It was a trap," and I was like,
Oh, really?
and I look over, and I'm like, "Was that?" Because it was like the same
Right, it was the
type
same
of
species of
and,
Admiral Akbar,
and he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
looking at his, it was a trap. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? I'm like,
wow,
is that part
dude.
of it?
Like if I missed that.
Yeah, watch it again. See if I'm
have
just
to.
being crazy about it. But it was like
No,
right
yeah.
at the beginning because it was her. It's like it was a trap. And I'm like, really? That's what he says.
I thought he said I was set up. Is that too?
There was he does say that too, but literally he goes,
Yeah.
it was a trap.
I mean, full disclosure, I was editing last night when I
Yeah.
watched it, so
Just we'll look it up right after this.
yeah, we'll look it up.
We'll
right
look it up.
after
We'll
this,
look it
dude.
up.
You
We'll
look
look
it
it
up,
up.
dude.
We'll
I mean, I can look it
You
up.
can
right
look
now,
it up
dude.
right now.
Mando
Season
season
3, episode 3.
3. It was a
Trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah. See, look.
And they do show it, right? They show him.
Yeah,
dude.
dude. That's amazing. It was a trap, and they just show him, and I'm like, "That's."
Are they fucking kidding
I was
me?
like, "That's
dude?
genius." It was,
Is it showing over here?
oh
it's
my
not.
god,
I
no!
forgot to. My bad.
There it is.
Well, listen to it again, dude. Watch this.
It was a trap.
Like,
Look it up.
what?
Huh?
Wow, dude. Look at the music. Wow, it's a funny edit.
That's a great edit.
Flashback. End of flashback.
It's a trap.
So hold on. That was a flash. So the one before was from an earlier time in this timeline, right?
Wait,
'Cause
the
this is
one
2
from the
years after.
original?
Yeah, so that's this is pre that, right? Or post that.
This is post.
Post that,
Right
okay.
now, where
Yeah.
we're at is
Yeah,
post.
post,
It's
okay.
a trap from the
Yeah.
original series.
So yeah, they said that and they immediately cut to him and I started laughing outside. Like I was like, wow,
Wow, dude, that is distinct.
isn't that
Like, no way coincidence
Yeah.
that happened, dude.
yeah, it's a trap, huh?
Huh? It's a trap.
Oh, wait, what do you
Didn't
mean?
my grandfather
I
say that?
heard that. I've heard the same
Right?
quote.
Oh
before.
my god, that's so
Yeah.
funny, dude.
I'm happy that you went back to that because I've completely forgot about.
Yeah,
talking
right.
about
Like,
it.
wait, good pickup too. It was a
Yeah.
glimpse, dude. A glimpse.
Again. Let's see. What did Indigo say? Let's finish off with some Indigo quotes here.
Indigo says Obama owns Netflix.
Bam.
Why
Why wouldn't he?
I didn't know that. And then she says, "Yeah, he was a janitor
Yeah,
at Frito-Lay,
Frito-Lay,
the guy
there it
for Cheetos,
For
dude.
Cheetos. Oh, I'm
I would
sorry.
imagine Frito-Lay. Is Frito-Lay based in California? Aren't they?
I don't know. Frito Lay's owned by who?
In PepsiCo, no?
PepsiCo? Or, yeah, that would make sense.
PepsiCo headquarters is in Texas.
Tejas.
Parent organization is PepsiCo,
Yeah.
which is based in Purchase, New York.
Patches.
Hmm.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. I'm stoked for a few of these movies to come out just to see how
Yeah.
they portray the real story. Because now I'm gonna actually want to research this and see what the heck the actual story is.
Yeah, dude.
And see if they actually do a good job with it or not.
Hell yeah, dude. Me too.
Hell's just hot damn.
Hell to the fucking motherfucker. Yeah.
Hell,
Hell
yeah.
motherfucking yeah, dude. All right, guys. I think that's basically it, huh?
Yeah.
You got anything else on the way out, dude?
No. What are we watching this week?
Well, let's try and watch Falling Down.
Falling Down.
Yeah. Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first. Want to talk about Falling Down? We're gonna watch.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. If I figure out a way to stream it, and I'll let you know. Vice versa. Vice versa, dude.
Vice versa.
Vice versa.
And versa.
So I'm down with that. I'm down with Falling Down. Love Michael Douglas. I actually caught the end of Fatal Attraction.
Wonderful.
The other day.
Wonderful.
And I actually totally forgot. Did I put it? Oh man, I should have made a.
We're gonna do more of this, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be posting a little bit more on that Twitter.
Oh yeah,
so make sure to follow that. We're gonna be talking more. We're gonna have a little section that we're gonna do every week now, right?
Yes, every week we're gonna be putting out this type of bushwhacking ability.
Yeah, what we gonna watch this week?
What are we gonna watch this week?
Yeah.
And it may be something specific where Manny comes on and says, "Yo, I got one. We have to watch."
Yeah.
Could be me, vice versa.
Vice versa.
Same thing with Jay too. It'd be like, "Yo, Manny, specifically, I want you to watch this movie." And he'd be like, "Yo, Tony, I want you to watch this movie." And if we have that laid down, we're gonna all come here and talk about it the following episode. And if you don't do your homework, you're getting strung up by your fucking toes, baby.
Yeah, you won't even know what's happening because we're definitely gonna talk about it on Twitter, dude. All the way up.
Yeah, vice versa, dude.
We're gonna tell, we're gonna know, we're gonna do.
In that order.
In that order.
We're gonna tell first, then we're gonna know what we said.
And then we're gonna do.
And then we're gonna do what we said
that we know.
Yeah. Can't be any other way.
I've been listening to a lot of very philosophical books. So
really,
yeah,
you've been listening to the books. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not a good reader. I don't comprehend by reading it. I have to
listen to it.
Yeah, and a lot of times I read.
Really,
videos, it's like 30 seconds back.
I can record you a nice little tape.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I'll listen to it all day.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
But from different empty hollow rooms.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Spatial audio. There we go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. No, but it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Find me a soundbite.
Fuck you. 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 All right, I want to thank everyone for tuning in here.
Bye, people.
Great week here, great Tuesday. If you guys want to come in, tune in with us on Friday at noon.
Nooner.
Watch Falling Down this week, Michael Douglas.
Yes.
And then you can come in, we can interact, you can call in. Phone line
Jay might
is
be
always
here.
open. Jay should be here too. I'll tell him to watch Falling Down. He'll really like that movie too, because I can see it in Jay's eye. Sometimes he wants to walk around with Uzis. And so go out there, watch something new, watch something fun. Mando tomorrow again. You want to come in Friday? Yeah. Do some homework, dude. Watch Mando. We'll talk about that too. Episode 4.
Tag us. Let us know what you're watching. Let us know what you think of the new Mando, because we're gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. And then if you want to, only if you want to, really follow us on Twitter at ScreenTimeDTV.
Yes.
Tweet at us too if you watch anything. Mando, what do you think, dude?
Yeah.
And maybe we can open up a nice little dialogue.
Yeah.
Dude, all right. So
we want to talk with you.
It's gonna be, I think, a great day. It's gonna be a great week.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Friday. Watch something fun, and thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like Downtime TV on YouTube as well. Subscribe to it. Notifications, merch, downtimetv.com. Appreciate all you guys' love and support, and we'll see you on Friday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.